Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the finals of the Illinois State Men's Open. I am Matt McClure alongside Jason Love and Mike Carrico.
Hi, everybody.
It's great to see everyone, and thank you for joining us for what is the final live stream of this tournament and almost the season. I mean, it's almost there. Paddle doesn't end anymore. Did you guys feel like that?
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like that when I was teaching, but it's still like that even now on the live stream side. They take like 6 days off in the end of June, and then it just starts again.
And tennis, you got to factor in tennis and pickleball season.
You got to fit tennis into the 4 of those days and pickleball into 3 of those days, and then it's back to paddle. I think.
Pickle for 2 of those days.
Everybody's got to go to.
Kidding.
Everybody's got to travel.
That's true.
That's important.
We are
still here at Inverness. Not us, but other people, better people, more attractive people. We are at Inverness Golf Club here, and this has just been the Jonas Merrick's show, basically for the whole stream.
I'm going to say
winning.
Steven played great.
Steven played great as well.
I didn't see the other matches, but he played fantastic in that last match.
It's his club, it's his stream, it's his tournament, and also he has a partner.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Today for the final, Brian Panic here on the deuce side of the court, and his partner in the all-black, white hat, Danny Oakes.
Danny's been on the stream a few times.
Danny has spent some time on the stream, yeah. And he's spent some time on the intro video as well.
That's true. I did watch that.
Yeah, he's got a lot of exposure. I'm thinking about offering him an agent. I think if he works for... I think if he signs with CMA, it would be better for all of us. We should see him on Conan's podcast in the next 3 weeks.
Am I signed up with CMA yet?
No.
Oh,
no, sorry.
Man.
You've done too much already for the Chicago live stream, so they've disallowed any future
I can't make
contracts.
any money off this.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all right. Sorry, it's the way it goes. Then over on the far side in the gray quarter zip, Jonas Merrick's and his partner, Stephen Larko.
You got them all right. Bonus points.
Thanks.
No, it's going to be a great match. The hut's buzzing here. Thank you again to Inverness Golf Club. Beautiful location. We had Rob on the air with us talking about a little bit about the program, which was fascinating, and how the structure and everything came together. So that was great. But no, a huge thank you to them, to Jonas, Stephen, and the Inverness team for putting this all together.
Yep, it's a good one. And this is one of the many tournaments that you help coordinate as well in the Chicago paddle world. Jason Love.
Stop.
Yep.
Stop. Keep going.
You don't get to. If it goes this smooth, I would take full credit, and if it doesn't go very well, I would blame someone else in the organization.
Thank you. No,
that was Mike Carrico's fault.
I get blamed all the time. I'm used to it.
No, look, it takes a community, and as I've always said, I've been very fortunate to have worked with a great group before me that did all the hard work. You don't recreate the wheel, right? You just roll it down the road into other locations. So,
nice.
But thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Cool. Well, let me know when you want to go from the wheel to the drone, and then
fly
we'll
it.
really make some crazy stuff happen.
I can fly the wheel somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
It's wild.
That's amazing.
It's gonna be incredible.
So what I'm hoping for is that they've agreed to an alternative scoring method for this one. If not, they're going to play a 2 out of 3 with no ad, which I love the no ad personally. How about you, Mike? You a no ad fan?
I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
You're sticking with it?
Yeah.
I tried to get them to move to the alternative scoring method of play one tiebreaker to 1, but you have to win by 7. And
wow, that would have been new.
That would take anywhere between 2 and 14 hours.
See, I would have been okay with an alternative format in terms of like tennis, foot race, arm wrestling, beer chugging contest.
Oh, yeah. No, if you split, I think it should just be like 2-on-2 inside the cage, WWF style.
Can you cross the net or no?
Yes, you have to. You actually have to bounce off the net like the ropes in WWF.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's incredible. Can you smell what Brian Panic is cooking? I can. I bet it's a backhand. I bet it's a 2-handed backhand.
Yeah.
Mostly out of the screens.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm still a little mad at Brian. I had a tough loss with him in the championship match this last week.
Well,
Brian,
I hope it was fun. Hey, look, there's a backhand.
Yeah. Yeah, needless to say, it was fun in the end. The celebratory or non-celebratory beers tasted okay. You know,
I mean, if you just survived the season and didn't get hurt, Jay, I think you're on track already.
wow. Well, then I guess I'm a winner.
Fantastic.
First point there, we got 15 love to Steven and Jonas. And yeah, this should be a good one. These guys have played well all day from what it looks like on the score sheet. And hopefully we have another exciting, great match.
This is that fun part of the match where you find out where their targets are on their volleys and overheads, where you find out where the drives are coming from. It's awesome.
Well, and I can speak for Jonas, Danny, and Brian. They all know where the drives are coming from each other.
I know.
Steven might be the one that's played with these guys the least, right? But I just said to the guys sitting back here, a good crowd, you know, and I said the fun part is when you know all the players and you know the shots, right, of what's coming. Already a transition point. I know Matt loves the transition
waterfall.
Points.
Transition is where it's at. You
That's
know,
right.
That's what they say.
that's where the fun part of the game is as well. It creates opportunity.
15 all.
If you're not paying attention, you can really screw it up, and then you know, clutch defeat from the jaws of victory. Nice.
Oh, I like it.
There's the drop shot.
And hey, I did maybe talk to all four players. I want to see drop shots.
I did reference you in the quarters that we live streamed, where I did make mention that if Jason was here, he would talk about how it was important that some of these players start to look for more drop shots because they were just
Putting the
not
ball back in
creating.
every
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
lots of heavy spin overheads, but not a lot of opportunity on the short ball.
That's right.
I just had a great conversation with Vuk and Connor in going through the match, and obviously I took over and dominated by my commentary.
Of course you did.
As of course I normally do.
Oh.
But I gave him my 2 cents, and I said the drop shot I think was one piece that they were missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, to kind of change the dynamic in their favor.
I think that's for sure. I was surprised how few there were.
So interesting, and I always love this game, right? The game within the game. We've got our first deuce
that's
point,
great, low volley.
and they elected to serve to Brian in the ad side. We did not see a single one of those in the earlier match.
Nope,
So we've got a hold, 1-0.
because it was streamlined. That's why, because they were just playing. They were playing for efficiency.
That's, you know, just
Why
or-
waste our time?
or out of
Right.
habit, right? Deuce ad, deuce
Uh-huh.
ad, deuce ad. But so we got 1-0. We also had some interesting commentary about clothing layers in the first match. It's deceivingly warm outside, actually. I was just out there on a phone call. So I'll be interested to see.
35 degrees on the real feel. Is it breezy?
Not too bad.
Okay.
Not too bad. But I'll be curious to see what layers come off, you know?
I don't see any puffy coats
No
in this
puffy
match.
coats, yeah. Darn it.
That's kind of a disappointment.
It is.
actually.
And that last one, I appreciated that Connor kept the puffy coat on when he started for the first few games, and then ended up like gym shorts and T-shirt by the time.
we had
he had the longest, you know, the greatest change.
That's
in-
right.
We talked about that,
Wardrobe.
maybe at nauseum, depending on who you ask. But
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
no. Well, I mean, look good, play good, right?
Yeah.
But no, this will be a good one. And so here we go, 1-0. First point of the second game on Danny's serve. Danny Oakes, of course, for those. If we go by first name, are we okay by first names here?
Yeah, I mean, if the people watching don't know these players by now, then they never will. And it's just
That's
not,
kind
you
of
know.
sad.
Well, I
That is
mean,
kinda sad.
it's,
You know?
it's part of it, though, you know? It's just kind of like, at a certain point, you know, we did the announcements. We'll throw the player profiles up occasionally as well and reintroduce everybody, but we'll start by using first and last names and then just slowly settle into assuming everyone knows. Danny Oakes missing that volley just long there in that last point. I'll just wait till each player makes
I
an
was gonna
error.
say, I
and
don't
then,
know
like,
that they
just really
appreciate it
hammer
that way.
home.
And
That
hammer
is
it, yeah.
Daniel Oakes.
He lives and his address is, yeah.
And here's his cell phone number.
Hey, Chris Baker. You can text him any questions. He might not answer. Although he is in my top 5 of people that I respond to instantly.
Oh, that's good. It's good to have a top 5.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Matt, I think I owe you a text.
What was it about?
You sent me asking for the bylaws.
Oh,
of
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Clearly, that was way too legal and important for me to respond back to.
Well, it wasn't important, and it's,
I also thought maybe it was
wasn't
gonna
an emergency.
Somehow it was going to get me in trouble for something, so I just ignored it.
No. No, it was fully non-paddle related, and it was like I was working on another project with another organization, and I was like, I need a sample of this that I understand.
Not you. You don't have too many projects going on.
That's insane. Why would I?
Yeah. You're like me. What more can I take on?
It's more fun that way.
It's true.
Variety is the spice of life.
I've heard that before.
You know what else is a great spice? Saffron.
That's what Chef Cousteau listens to, or uses a lot of.
There you go, guys. Let's keep it real topical, YouTube focused.
All right, Mike, what are you seeing? I know you just mentioned you love the feel-out process. I mean, I love a good feel-out process, too.
Yes. So the very first point of this game,
The lights are on.
Steven missed a ball on his side screen, which I don't know if he missed any in the other match.
I agree, yeah.
But I think that was a fluke.
He really has been locked in the entire tournament of all the matches and just being, playing the role, setting up offense, mostly for Jonas, but bringing some of his own in as well. Some screen drives, some really good returns. Not overplaying anything, not trying to force stuff to happen, but just trusting that if he keeps hitting quality lobs.
I applaud the effort. Left foot,
making
though.
that error there is Jonas Merrick's.
Wow.
We're going that route, huh?
I'm just going to wait patiently until,
Okay.
just so everybody knows, everyone on the stream.
30 all? 30 deuce? Cal, is that right?
I'm old enough to remember when they called it Little Deuce.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know that I know that
Who
one.
started that?
Yeah.
And that was in the wooden racket days.
So I heard this story about John McEnroe.
No,
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Tell me who else is in it. Was it about water?
There was water and Diet Coke. And
Oh, man, sounds like an amazing story.
Ivan Lentil.
lentil.
That's a bean, right?
Nice dig. I believe so, yeah. It might be a legume. Oh, I like the play, though.
Yeah.
Came off of the court a little bit. He probably was looking to go forward just slightly.
A little too much backswing on that one, too.
Well, as heard me say in the last match, Jonas has the scariest backswing I've ever seen in a game
Yeah.
of paddle.
Yeah, you definitely have moments where you're like, I don't like standing here.
I actually cringe here in the booth when he winds up. Everything tightens up.
So it's really interesting, but in that third set of the last match, he must have hit 4 or 5 finishing drives way off speed, slow.
Yeah.
So you kind of psych him into thinking you're going to hit everything
Yeah,
hard.
and then he starts kind of just dropping it over the net. And
Yeah.
you get caught stretching. You were all tense thinking you had to flex something off with a ton of power. That's a good dig.
That's nice.
And again, look, they're feeling everybody out.
Big cutter. Takes it. Good touch. Great transition there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Taking the opportunity to play offense, but not overdoing it.
And you know what? We didn't see Jonas go for any of those. He's already gone for 2, which I don't know if that was intentional, right? A game plan coming into this match. But I like the effort, but we'll see what happens with that moving forward.
Maybe feeling like he has to do a little extra with a few overheads here and there to kind of keep these guys off balance.
Yeah.
Just unfortunately missing that first volley is Steven Larco. Nice dig. Right off the baseline. It's a great lob right there from Danny Oakes. Just he can do so many things in a continental grip. You're concerned that he might drive some stuff. He has a real wristy forehand that he can, still put topspin on from the same setup, and so occasionally he looks like he's going to drive and then pulls a little lob out, catches you.
Totally.
out of position.
Well, and we were talking about it the last couple weeks. He was on the stream before. Mike, we were talking about it earlier, right? His preparation is so good. He's so technically sound.
Yes.
The lob volley bail move there.
His wingspan is impressive. Holy cow.
It looks like mine.
Real similar. Real similar
Couldn't,
wingspan, I was gonna
couldn't be
say.
farther from the truth, but you know.
I think wingspan is overrated anyway.
Thank you, both. You're kind.
That's what Shaq says.
Yeah.
Couple of good probing drives there from Oaks.
Yeah, and if I had to go with the predicted game plan of Danny and Brian, it would be exactly that, right? Wait them out, play slow, play steady, wait for a counter-punching opportunity, and see if Jonas and Steven can hold on long enough, right, to not give them an easy ball that they're hoping for.
Yeah, I do think part of Panic and Oaks matchup working so well is that they do have very similar levels of threat on both sides. Oh, just a little long. Brian Panic there in the ad side, just
tongue out
letting
and the
that
smile
drift
by Steven.
slightly. Wow. All right, everybody's got their announced full name error now, so we can just move on.
We can move on.
Great move.
And nothing's
Great
more
move.
irritating than getting pegged in the feet.
I mean, yeah,
You know?
it happens quickly. You're trying to get out of the way. He gets a double on that one.
That
one
counts
player
as
in the
two?
feet and one player in the chest with the ricochet.
God, that ricochet. Is a ricochet ever good? Curling, maybe.
Where is the ricochet positive?
Curling.
Ricochet is a piece of anti-cheat software on online gaming. Then it's pretty good.
Okay.
Keeps a bunch of people from other parts of the world from
How do
beating
you
me.
even know that?
Yeah,
Well, I'm a nerd. The technical term is nerd. And there are dozens of us. That's another great little screen drive there from Panic, just taking it at the right height to be able to drop it as it crosses the net. Tough volley to control.
Yeah, and I think as the match goes on, it'll be interesting. And again, just you know where I'm going with this comment, but the point being is this is a high level match, right? And Steven is a little bit newer to the game in this group, where the other three guys have played at this level for a long time, right?
And a ton of tournament paddle.
Yes,
Yeah.
so it'll be interesting to see, can Steven keep his level up the way it's been the last two matches, the last couple rounds, right? And keep it going with the match.
I noticed that Oaks loves one of my favorite shots, the deuce side down the line pressure drive, where he doesn't overhit it. He hits it medium pace to even almost soft pace, right down the line. It creates havoc.
Yeah, forces movement and spreads that team out.
And he won 1 point on it in that game outright, and he won another point because it had to get covered and it spread the two net players out, and then they lost the point on that next shot. So that's interesting to see that.
Well, and I'm going to chime in on that and say that I think what's interesting is Danny plays a lot of deuce court, right? And guys who play the deuce court are a little bit more open-minded to these different things,
Yes.
whereas the guy that says, like, oh, sure, I'll play deuce, or they don't play there very much, right?
I find at the coaching level, guys that don't play the deuce side very much go for a lot of the ad side targets, and they don't really get the deuce side targets as much.
I agree. And I think it's almost an afterthought, right? Whereas if you view the deuce court with the same intention, right, in your shots, your pattern, your positioning, your play,
Yes,
that's where you see those really high-level guys exceed playing the deuce side.
that's right.
Yeah. For a long time when I was coaching, I was talking about the importance of attacking the player, not the corner, because everybody would just take, well, I can hit it there sometimes, right? And I was like, yeah, but not in the same way.
Yes,
right.
totally
You shouldn't
different.
just be, shouldn't just be like, well, it's, reversed,
I do the same thing with attacking the middle, the ring of fire. Don't hit the court. Hit where you want to the player.
Yes.
So a lot of times it's going to be the deuce player's backhand. instead of the same spot in the middle all the time.
That is also a rough one, you know, in the world of paddle. That's a great
that's
backhand
good.
way to hold it. Good transition point. Danny is just not uncomfortable at all getting caught at the service line either.
No, I actually think he likes it.
Yeah, he likes to kind of stand there and see if he can counterpunch and try to get you to overhit, you know.
And let's be very clear, that comes from his high volley level,
Yes.
right? You know, so he knows if he gets caught and he can exchange, he's still going to be okay.
Right.
Yes.
So we're not advocating hang in the middle of no man's land by any means, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but a big one is also getting players to recognize that it's not about where the ball bounces on the court, but where the ball ends up.
Yes,
After
love
it has
that.
gone, you know, hit other barriers, and that's a real tough one for. That's where fresh tennis players can have all the talent in the world and they cannot figure out the sport because the geometry is different.
Yes.
Right? The court looks the same and it creates a false sense of confidence.
That's actually a really good point, Matt.
Thanks, I work out. Nice dig by Jonas. So we've accelerated a little bit here in the momentum.
Oh, unlucky lead cord. Who put these nets up?
Now let's talk to the director.
Yeah, that cord is just way too tight.
Send a strongly worded email to jonasmerricks@inverness.org.
Great screen drive there by Steven.
Yeah, he held it. He kept it nice and high. And
Did
it
you
was
already have an error
dropping.
for Brian Panic?
Yes, we got all four. It did happen. A little deep on the serve.
Double break point. This would be big. The break, Cal.
Hands.
And I think
Ooh,
that's
caught the line.
I think that's one area that would make a big. See a Baker and Cobman?
It's good dig. It's okay. We're not live or anything.
Yeah. No. Well, they always say you never mention us online, so
They just played a whole match on the live stream.
I wasn't here.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, since you weren't here, let's do it over.
Yeah.
Let's go back and start the tournament again.
But sorry, in lieu of Sean not being here, I'll go back to my long-winded story. But what I was going to say is that's one area I'd love to see. It's going to be important is Steven's return of serve, right? In this match, can he dial that up a little bit? Mix up between lob, drive, be a little bit more proactive in some of those points. I think that'd be a huge game changer for them.
Solid volley there. And
Sweet.
yep, there's that little probing shot that you're talking about there, Mike, that you see Danny Oakes come up with. He'll just kind of hug that single sideline, you know, down the line and look for chances to.
Yeah, and later in the set, it's going to come in handy because
for
you
sure.
got the other guy looking for. Makes your lob more effective.
I think one interesting point. I love
That's a
the
good
drop
hold.
shot. Shocker. I'm going to clap for the drop shot. What's going to be an interesting pattern, guys, I think, through the course of the match, too, is that they get into that attack formation with Jonas captaining the overheads. Mm-hmm. Can he control his target so that he's not going sideline to sideline, covering as much of the area?
Right.
Because if he can do that, right, and Steven can stay down low, compact at the net, then they're going to be okay. But the more court he has to cover, the harder it's going to get.
Yeah, and that's where that roller, that heavy, fast roller to the deuce corner can kind of get you in trouble. And we saw it over the last couple of matches where players would hit that great shot, but then the ball would come out far enough to counterpunch, and you just can't quite get across the court that fast.
Yeah, and you're not in position after that.
That's a
no!
Oh, the double.
The double!
Yep.
The double!
That is
Give him
big.
2 points.
Wow.
This is rough right here. This is an early read. Danny Oakes is 9 feet tall. He gets the tag off the back
Is that
and the
length,
doink.
that reach you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wingspan is not important.
It's not.
Mike Carrico.
Nope.
Oh, and then
What
he
a
floats
dig.
that in. Great hustle. That's
Oh,
a little.
my
That's a
gosh.
little rage swing there from Jonas.
Well, we were talking about it last match. When he gets on the move, he's really
He
dangerous.
is dangerous on the move.
And we got a 40-15 point here to go up 3-2.
Opportunity.
And I think you're looking, this is almost like, getting a little breather in there. If they can hang on to some points with Steven captaining, controlling the overheads, right?
Right.
And get by without getting a counter punch or lose a few points, that'd be a huge win again for them.
Yeah. Brian Panic has made this play a couple of times. I don't think he gets enough credit for the pattern that he creates. So he's really good at this off-speed forehand screen drive.
Yes.
Knowing that the volley is going to go across court, and then he's already set up on his backhand, which is his stronger shot. And it's this little two-ball combination that he plays all the time that just like slowly wears you down.
Oh, I'm aware.
It's
unfortunately lost a 2-hour plus match.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring up such a painful subject. Great volley there.
2-hour plus match to
Instead,
Brian
I
and
was
Peter
going to
Burke
give you
this
a
week.
paper cut and squeeze lemon juice onto it. I
It
thought that
felt
would be
like
better.
It felt like that.
Yeah.
I mean, geez. So there's the hold. We got 3-2. We're just going to move on. Thank you.
Anytime, one of my favorite things when Cal is running the stream is that if a player gets hit, that is the only replay he will use for the rest of the. Like, there's been like 10 good shots since then, and he's just going to be like, and here's the replay, and it's the right
double
back to the
headshot.
same.
Good for you,
So,
Cal.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just it might not change for the whole rest of the final.
Every
Until we
replay.
see something that's worthy of erasing that and getting a new one, like we might just be like, "What a shot!" and then go back to that.
That one was amazing.
It's like Paul Rudd playing the Mac and Me scene for every Conan interview he's ever had.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
one. Good one,
Thanks.
yeah.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Again, nerd.
I know exactly what you're talking about, I have to say.
Ooh, nice.
He really attacked that
Yeah, you
volley.
saw that early.
That was the shot that was big, that one-handed backhand off the screen by Jonas.
Good
that was
hands.
big in that last match.
Oh, what a great! And he's gonna go with that.
Did anybody else see that coming? The overhead off the back screen? Wow.
And it was a mishit ball, so
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah, it's a little.
that was
It's
a little
not
risky.
often that you see Jonas sort of like swing out of frustration, and he's had a couple this set where that he was like irritated that his great lob didn't turn out better, that it dropped in on the
He had
baseline.
the
He was
point
like, I'm
one.
gonna swing anyway.
Yeah, he had it won. He had already made up his mind. I'm going for it.
Yeah, every once in a while. I'm with Danny on that one. I thought it was going to drop.
Anybody a Carrie Underwood fan?
Nope.
Is this Carrie Underwood on the radio right now? Doink. There's that little shot. But again, that worked.
Sneaky
How well
little
did that
red
work in
cord.
that last
Let's
match?
go to the
That's
replay.
right.
Yep.
That's right.
And
The double headshot. So good, Cal. So good.
oh, he's there.
Oh my gosh.
They were actually both there.
They were. 40-15. To tie it up at a pair of trees, as the great Pat Foley would say. Good ball.
Great
See, and that's
return.
what I meant by Steven's return, right?
That's right.
If he can mix it up and get in a little bit of a groove and be a little bit more offensive and aggressive, that'd be a
Looks
game
like there was
changer.
a score correction there.
40-30 now?
Yes. Maybe one of the points was off.
Isn't that what happens when you're up 40-15 and you lose?
Oh, you're right. It was.
Oh, sorry. I could be wrong. I mean,
I can't keep
just
track
got
of
here.
both sides of the net.
I just got here, yeah. I'm new to the game.
I need to switch to Diet Coke.
It's better than the water fasting,
That's
let me
right.
tell you. Or so I've heard, according to Lendl. Or was it McEnroe? Can we get that story again?
No, it was lentil.
Oh, a little payback.
There it is.
A little payback. I wonder which replay we're going to see now. And there it is.
Now he's got two to choose from. What are you going to go with next, Cal? This is going to be fun. Good ball. Stevens played so well. So steady, so consistent.
I do think one of the differences here is that Panic and Oaks do not mind if Steven drives out of the deuce side.
No.
I think there's a lot of shots where they're like, yeah, go ahead. Like, not that one. Not when he miss your target and come through it. But I think that there is a little bit of a tactical element to saying, like, yeah, let's let him drive and try to close down the net. Because they've also had a few.
And they both volley so well, right?
Right. Right. It is a big part of the game now, right? There was a time when there was most of the shots you were hitting was to sort of neutralize the drive. And now there's a lot of situations where you're like, I'm going to float this one up there and hope that you drive it.
Yeah.
You know?
And I agree. And we've seen a lot of that. The last couple of weeks, we've seen him in some really great deuce court play.
What a pick.
Unbelievable.
Yep. It's going to be a problem, but he digs it out.
And again, Brian and Danny have no problem playing this style and this pace of match.
Yep.
I mean, like I said,
I've seen them play a couple of sets today where they had to do that, right? They like being in the driver's seat and hitting big shots, but they can absolutely go to extra medium.
Yeah.
That's a good point by Steven. You know, he put 3 pressure drives in there, and that doesn't allow them to stay back, so they're moving more on their overheads.
Yeah. The true risk of being incredibly stable out of the deuce side and lobbing 99% of the time is that you no longer make somebody move.
Right.
Right? You have to drive enough. You have to come up with some type of offense enough.
Correct.
Oh, it's a great drive location. I think Steven just thought that Jonas was going to make a cut.
Jonas was going to take it, yeah. But he was there. Wow. A rare miss by Brian. Panic? Brian Panic?
That's Brian Panic.
Do you have his address?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I also have his Instagram.
Wow. 2 rare return misses. Because I would say that that's one of Danny and Brian's biggest strengths is their return to serve.
I think their returns look solid. I mean, it's unusual. And
3 in a row.
That's a really solid service game from Steven, who also gets full credit for having a really great paddle serve that isn't like an easy decision. You feel like you should be able to take it off the deck and crush it, but he's got enough energy on it where it like moves out of your strike zone, but he's not hitting it so hard where it's an obvious, I take it off the screen and then look for, a drive or something else. And it's like that, again, that extra medium kind of pace control. And he also just hit 3 serves in a row on the line.
Yeah, that helps.
And that's what's great about watching a match at this level. There's so many little subtleties, and just little things can change the match.
Like we were talking about in the last match, Vuk started amping up his serve to get them to switch sides.
Yeah.
Right. So it wasn't he wasn't serving big to win the point, just to get them out of context.
Yeah. And I thought they did a pretty good job switching back.
Yeah.
Brian Panic changing the wardrobe here. Big shout out to Chuck Wagon, just so you know.
I love
Not an
that.
official sponsor, but an honorary sponsor.
Is that out?
Sasha Georgievich.
He's been texting in.
As well he should.
Yeah. Maybe he's still listening and he'll give us credit for that shout out back. Never had one of these Nature Valley sweet and salty peanut bars.
You're not missing anything. You had a Snickers?
Nope. I wish I did, though.
Okay. Well, Snickers is better, but
I could go for another one of those soft cookies, though. I can tell you that much.
I really appreciate it when power and protein bars pretend they're not a candy bar. I love that about them. They're like, is there 30 grams of sugar in this? No, there's 32 grams of sugar alcohol. Okay, well, that sounds more exciting than it really is. I don't know what that means, but
it's got to be good.
Will my body process it like one of the two? It'll process it like both. Okay, well.
Or it's offset,
nice move.
Or it's offset by the 30 grams of protein.
Yeah, here's hoping.
So it's an even trade.
Sure. I love it when my protein comes in the form of those little, tiny, crunchy kicks.
Pistachios?
form. No. Like protein in power bars is like those little tiny, those crunchy little, balls of
like the dried up protein
synthetic
powder.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Look at this point.
Seems like it should be almost a cereal that you can just put milk on and.
That reminds me, I got to get milk on the way home. Don't let me forget.
I won't. You go with 1% or 2%?
Skim.
You go skim?
Actually, I do the lactose-free milk.
That's just water. You don't even need that.
Yeah, well, we don't need to get into it, but Sean's not here.
Sean's not here because he ate kale accidentally again. Ooh, that is a little wide, but they're going to play it anyway.
Was it wide?
What a bunch of sportsmen. That was just from my angle. I would have called it wide, but I'm a bad person.
So we got 2-5, 30-15 here in the first set. Illinois State final.
Great volley. Uh-oh.
Oh, baited him into it.
Yep. Oh, nice roller from Panic. Stepping up. That's the kind of shot that only a very confident two-handed backhand player can pull off. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like he was, that's a good lob. He wasn't quite expecting the ball to be that short, but because he was able to take a big step forward, he can still snap a ball into the corner. Uh-oh.
That was going to be exciting.
Yeah, 2 in a row.
Attack mode. Good defense and lob by Danny there.
Yeah, that's excellent.
To get himself out of pressure. You know, we say all the time it only takes one good overhead to put someone in stress, but it equally only takes one good lob to get out of stress.
Correct.
Doink.
Yeah. A lot of the game is just, can I get one more ball back so I can regain my balance or have an extra split second of time? And then a single quality shot goes back to neutral. It's also one of the most frustrating parts of the sport.
Oh my!
Like you can build up so much like positive equity in a bunch of quality shots, and then all of a sudden be like, and none of it mattered.
Well, and Mike touched on it in the last game, right? You know, Jonas had that great point, a mishit lob volley that drops just inside the line,
That's
and you're
right.
like, God, I did everything right. Good little
Good
drive there
serve.
by Brian Panic to get to this double game point. Still snowing, if you can't tell on the camera.
Just almost like kind of flurries a little bit. Nothing big. Gosh. You know, this is one of those guys where he's going to show you what's coming well before he strikes the ball, and you're still uncomfortable. Yeah, you're still like, okay, well, you know. When somebody reads my drive early, they just drop shot it and I lose the point. But when he hits it, he's just like, no, here it comes, and you're still can't quite get across the court that fast.
Yeah, you're not in position after that.
Yeah, great replay. Yep.
Well done, Cal.
All right, so
Cal's on
5-3,
it.
serving for the first set here.
That was a big boy hold there.
That was a big hold, yeah. Panic made some corrections after his last service game, which went kind of quick, and decided he was going to strap in.
And again, we're back into the rhythm that Brian and Danny probably want when they're at the net here.
Yeah, these have this kind of sequence here with these little probing drives and a lot of shifting at the baseline has been where they have found their success in the backcourt.
Well, and what they're trying to do is, right, put the squeeze on Jonas and Steven here and say, where are you willing to put it, right? That we're not going to drive it or poke it back.
Yeah.
That's a great overhead.
Jeez,
that was a great overhead.
Down quick.
That might be the best overhead I've seen him hit all day.
I love it when they change pace like that. It's so good. So many of the points here have actually been won on the slower pace.
Which, how great is that for all the players learning out there?
Yeah, and for all the coaches.
It's called job insurance.
It's a good early prep.
No way!
Yep. Tweener lob.
Yep, he's a showman. And then that.
Jeez.
Are you kidding me?
We're still going to play this point, though.
He had to. He had to go for it.
It was a requirement.
Back in the day, we used to call that going Allen Iverson.
Yep.
You're going to do it all.
Why don't we hit 3 or 4 incredible shots?
And then miss the easy one.
I think I really would have loved to have seen a drop shot there.
I agree. I mean, if he would have gone full swinging cutter
They
drop
were
there.
fully on their heels,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm surprised he didn't roll it, to be honest.
Mm.
But it's real easy for us to sit in here and wonder.
Yeah, especially in transition. He's just covered the entire court in 4 shots. I like that changeup from Steven. I know it still turned into a drive for Panic, but he looked like he was going to continue to attack the deuce and then added some pace.
Yeah, and he got nice and low on the volley. You know it's coming.
That's a good hold.
Oh.
He's there. He's still there, giving it up. Then he's putting it on the body. Good coverage. Oh, the drive got you in trouble there.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that perfectly placed by Brian?
And
Yeah.
speed, too.
That's
Speed was so
that's
slow.
the one that's a little tougher to get away with. Great replay.
Well done, Cal. So 15-30. Still in a game for the set. Good lob. Wow. He's hit 3 or 4 of those unbelievable pillow overheads.
Got it. That's going to be weird. The sky lob that lands short and then hugs the side screen the whole time.
We were all waiting
Just
for the
a
call.
bizarre. Yeah, it was like, okay, well, it's good, and then
Yeah.
it's in such a bizarre spot.
And his reaction was perfect. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with that.
it turned into a waterfall.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
That was priceless right there.
Now a little bit of a hole to dig out of. 15-40.
Little deep.
That'll help. That helps ease the tension just a hair.
Still a double break point opportunity here. It's a good place. Just cover. Caught a little seam.
Seamage.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Uh-oh.
Running away.
And a doink.
Great dig right there from Steven. Panic is all over that.
He attacks his volleys. And
Yeah.
again, I can speak from personal experience.
It does also really help that, as we discussed, Jonas is not, he's not
Great
working
lob.
disguise, right?
Yeah.
It is all about
Good change of pace there to go back at Danny. I like that play.
that right there, that little dig out of the screen with the low one. That's where the wingspan does help out. When the ball doesn't quite spin off the screen the way you anticipated, but you've still got some extra reach.
When I was in
Lob.
college playing tennis, we used to call the guys like Danny LBs for lengthy blank.
Lengthy blank. Yeah, LB. Got it.
Well, we're
What did
still
blank
not
stand for?
we're still not fully after dark, so because they can just get to everything, right?
It's a nice dig.
Oh,
That's going to be re-driven. Panic is going to make a move. Good play.
they're controlled.
Oh, that's tough. That's just you just force a lot of court coverage, and it's
Yeah.
hard to make that happen.
All right,
So,
5-4.
good replay here, Cal.
So they've been trying to limit
shot.
how many forehands off the deck that Danny has been getting, but he makes the most of the ones he gets.
He does.
Yes, and I think that's kind of the nature a lot of the time of the. I think it's the nature a lot of the time of the deuce player, right? Is that they might not get as many looks all the time in the sequence of shots, but if you can maximize those opportunities,
The ones you get,
Yeah.
you've got to
gotta
maximize.
make them count. So if you're just joining us here, where have you been my whole life? This is Inverness Paddle Club with the finals of Illinois State Men's Open. hosted by Inverness, gracious hosts, and it is their centennial this year. Mm-hmm. And thanks to our sponsors, Wintrust, Illinois Bone and Joint, and Viking. Ooh, caught the line again. This whole, match, all these lob transitions have been tons of, a lob an inch inside the baseline.
A lot of amazing lobs and really good play on the transitions.
It's a good move.
So they got their teeth in the first point already. I mean, a break, Mike and I were talking about in the last match, a break and to then start to serve the second set would be huge. Good little counter drive.
Yep.
See there, I think he was thinking about throwing that little drive in there, Mike.
Yeah. Got a little due side pick and stick going on here. Steven seems like he's in it for the long haul.
I haven't seen him look that uncomfortable in any particular deuce situation. He seems to be handling it all pretty well.
Steven?
Yeah, maybe
he's played great.
Yeah, maybe once in a while in trying to transition to a screen drive that comes out of the corner, but maybe not. I don't know. He's found his groove for the most part. That's gonna be
I
tough.
like that
nice
hard
shot.
second panel slam.
Yep.
And see, look, now because of those little drives, Danny has to come in and commit, right?
Yep, that's
He's gonna-
right. He's
To
gonna
cover,
cover
so
some
then
space.
that next overhead is not going to be as effective.
Yeah, instead of just being able to camp out on the service line and
Yeah.
take big swings.
That's a good cutter overhead there. Great lob. They're just all great. Oh,
It's
what a
tough.
Point.
I mean, Brian
good-
told him, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we all heard it.
It's a good sequence.
15 all?
Yep.
Yeah, Brian is just so committed to the game plan, right?
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see if and when, they just threw that little prober over to Jonas's side, how willing they are to deviate from that plan.
I would even say with that, it's pretty strategic from Panic. I think he has little moments where he's like, oh, I'm going to put this volley over there and see if maybe you drive it when you clearly haven't been moving around or setting up. That is, even if it comes back as a drive, I don't think they're that concerned about it.
Right.
If there's one thing where you can sort of feel moderately safe against Merrick's, it's got to be when he's moving to his left and not stepping into the court.
More so than to his right, for sure.
Yeah.
But he did in that third set step up and started pounding some two-handed backhands.
Yes. And I think until he proves he's willing to do that again, you kind of just keep shoveling some medium-pace shots towards that corner.
I agree.
It also is going to keep him honest. You are not going to hit 100% of the balls to the deuce side, regardless of how good the ad player is. You need them to think about what might happen if they're a little too aggressive with their movement.
This is a clinic on deuce side pick and stick.
Uh-huh.
The
Oh,
targeting.
see, that is actually getting what they wanted.
Well, but I loved Jonas's move, right? He
Yeah.
forced Brian to have to change his volley target there by being aggressive with a little mini blitz, we'll call it. MB, mini blitz.
Yep.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
It just became one.
Yeah, he's an LB.
That's not what B stands for.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But
I'm still trying to figure out what the word is.
I'll tell you.
Eventually.
Okay.
Waited a little too long.
I mean, it was there to hit. He just
Triple
needed
set
to let
points.
it come down into the breadbasket, right?
Yeah, it was just a little high for him there.
Yeah. Ooh,
Big
yes.
serve. Big serve. 3 more of those, and we're right back in it.
Steven stopped to let his partner hit that.
Yeah, he
That's
did.
why-
He called
Yeah.
yours, I
Yours.
think. Yours.
That's why he was laughing.
Yeah. Yours.
Help.
Oh, man. Could you ask for a better
He's
ball
got to hit
on
that
set
harder.
point?
I don't know. I think he needs to hit it harder.
So
he
does
needs to commit a little
Here's
bit.
the question: does Danny go hard at the nick again? No,
I
he
mean,
played a little bit safer.
A little bit less.
So we're deuce point.
Third set point. This is about, in terms of opportunity though, and fighting off set points. This is about as best the opportunity you're going to get.
Yes,
right?
I agree.
Big serve to the corner and then a rare missed return.
I mean, Jonas has missed like 2 returns
Yeah.
all day.
Right, and so this is if you're going to have an opportunity, it is showing itself right here. And now you got to play the point that matches that level of focus.
Doink. Oh, good dig.
Great waterfall too.
Yes, great ball.
Makes it work. Well played. So that's first set right there. Goes to Larko Merrickx. Great shot. Steven stepping up, looking for the opportunity, and generating it himself, which is always impressive.
And not hitting it 200 miles an hour,
Yeah.
but hitting the perfect pace.
I don't know.
pace.
That was a lot harder than I could have hit it. We'll be right back with
He's
our
amped up.
messages from our sponsors.
Not your bank's top priority? Here at Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking. No hidden fees or runarounds, but a true banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, planning for the future, or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust, different approach, better results.
Illinois Bone and Joint Institute is the best choice for orthopedic care. Our walk-in ortho access clinics provide treatment by orthopedic specialists without a trip to the ER. With evening and weekend hours, we provide your family with excellent care when it matters most. Visit ibji.com to find an ortho access immediate care clinic near you.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
And we're back, and we're doing everything on the up and up. Why? What have you heard? Welcome back to Inverness Golf Club here in beautiful, historic
Inverness.
Where are we? Inverness?
Yeah, Inverness.
We're close to Itasca.
I just want to say, look, I've been around the club world a long time. They have a great 100-year logo.
Yes.
I noticed that earlier, and I didn't have a chance to mention it to Rob, who sat in with us. But that's a great logo.
I totally agree. That is a good, solid.
I've also been a part of a couple meetings where it took months to decide the logo.
Yeah. Well,
that's a great logo. Oh, here we go.
That's a way to end a set right there.
Good replay, Cal. Nobody got pegged, so therefore not as great of a replay.
And the logo indecision really says more about like the country club committee world than anything else. It was just like,
there it is. There it is. But no, in all seriousness, Inverness Golf Club has done a fantastic job. Big thank you to Jonas and Steven and the entire staff and the crew that put this all together. It's not easy, especially with the moving of the date, and I just want to clarify the story of that. We talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
The other 200 teams in the series tournament
Played.
still all played that day.
yes.
but the states, we'll call them for right now the prima donnas, said it was too cold. But at the same time, that's why we're here today, right?
Yeah.
So thank you to that.
Yeah, it creates a good opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't seem like the wrong call.
No.
You know,
No.
like I can see a group of players who love the game and are of, high level also being like, hey, this isn't even going to be paddle.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It was
Right.
cold.
Like, what's the...
When we started that day, it was -20.
Yeah.
But so on that note, kudos to the 200-plus teams
That actually
still played.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I played in a Midwesterns like a decade ago where it was like -5 degrees
probably
in
all there.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
We were probably all there. And I beat teams that I had no business playing or beating because I was willing to just dump the ball down the middle until it became a brick. And they just got so frustrated that they were just like trying to, and I was just like, well, I mean, these are the conditions, but like
Or they literally turned into icicles.
Yeah, I mean, that's possible too, but, I was just like, let's just hit the center third until, somebody can figure out how to drive it past us. And when the ball never bounces above the net, you can't do that.
Yep.
But it wasn't like I was better than them.
Were the heaters on?
Yeah. The heaters were on and having no effect.
That's because they're not heaters.
Because
they're quart dryers.
Yep.
So here we go, start of the second set. We're already up 30-love, again, after 2 rare missed returns by Danny and Brian.
Nice volley.
And we got, I think, Steven's serving, right?
Yep.
No, Jonas serving maybe, but either way. But it will be interesting to see Mike and Matt. I'll let you chime in first, or you guys can play rock, paper, scissors. What would you do different? 6-4 was a good set, couple breaks each way, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot for Brian and Danny to change. They just got, just a few errors that didn't go their way. And then like starting off this set with 2 missed drives, they just got to keep their errors down. I think they have a good game plan.
It's a good read. Yeah, what's kind of interesting is I don't know how much there is to change either, because if there was a few points where like if Jonas like cools off just a little bit, they're right at even. I mean, that's a pretty close set.
All right, well, I'll be the guy.
A couple of I will say there was a couple of service games with some faults and some like quick missed first volleys where they could have been more disciplined and let the ball go through and stay in the point.
No, I don't, and look, guys. I mean, look, we're looking for needles in a haystack here to some degree. To your point, Mike, right? Like it was a great match. They lost 6-4, or a great set, right?
Right.
But I would say this: if anything, we've watched now in the last 2 matches, the more you go away from Jonas and the more you play Steven, he's getting better.
Yes.
Right. And I would almost say at this point I'd be willing to see, okay, let's go a little bit more conventional. See if we can get balls to Jonas' side that he can't drive, as opposed to the drives that he wants to hit where he's moving, reaching, stretching, etc.
Yes.
Not to mention Steven's played fantastic, right? So to me, I'd be willing to roll the dice here a little bit and just say, give it a game or 2 and see what happens.
I agree. So I would say the ratio in the last part of the first
blitz.
set.
That's so good.
Wow.
To
great
the deuce side was 6 or 8 shots to 1.
Yeah.
Started getting to, so I think they got to change that a little bit. Put a few more balls over on that ad side.
Solid return.
Yeah, that's a great return.
Really
and he's
knocking
dialed it
that
in
down
a little bit. But and I think you touched on it before too, Mike. The more when you pick and stick, yeah, you're icing out one guy, but you're also heating up the other.
That's for sure.
So to me, again, I just would be curious to see if you throw in a little bit more variety into that, what happens.
Absolutely.
That's a great overhead.
I think there's also a little bit of this weird dynamic going on, and it's difficult. I mean, it's just part of how paddle works, right? But like a lot of 40-15 leads by Steven and Jonas, and then it's kind of like Panic and Oaks decide they're going to change it up a little bit and
Right.
activate a little bit more. And then you start to see a blitz, and then you see like a drive opportunity and, you know, a move that wins them a point, and then they get close again, and then they're back to pretty neutral paddle.
Yeah.
And so there might be a piece of that where they could pepper in those more aggressive sequences.
Absolutely.
Spread them out a little.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
It's hard because it's a wake-up call, right? You're playing the score, so you're like, well, we got to make something happen, you know? But
and definitely a little bit more blitzing at the end of that first set might have helped them.
And we're already seeing one change here. I don't know if anybody else noticed, but Danny and Brian switch
in the backcourt,
midpoint,
yep.
right? Just to give them a different look, and I love that because look, now Brian's hitting over or backhands from the center of the court, taking away a safe place.
and if Oaks gets to hit a screen drive from the panel of death, that's going to change
Yes,
everything real quick. He likes that high forehand.
and you just got to make them think, you know. So we'll see how this plays out, but I love this move already.
It's a great lob.
Great volley.
Nice defense. Another great lob.
I mean, Danny, again, I made the comment about he predominantly plays the deuce side, but he's obviously incredibly talented and capable of playing that outside. Just maybe doesn't play it as much. But look, again, I personally have no problem with that drive.
Right. No.
You know, I mean, put it
No.
above the height of the net would be the only thing I would say.
Yeah,
but,
he maybe changed his target a little bit in the middle of his swing.
but their switch got him a ball that they hadn't had before.
That's right. I think he wishes he stepped into it one more step, and maybe that would have made the difference.
Well, Mike, I wish I was a little bit taller, but you know,
I wish I was a baller.
yeah, I wish I had a girl.
You only feel short when you're around these three guys.
That's true. No, I feel
Cal,
short
Matt,
most of the
and
time.
Sean.
That's true.
Come
I
on.
feel short most of the time. So, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we actually only hire people 6'3" or taller.
I don't know how I got in here then.
You have a special dispensation.
Am I meeting like the
Yeah, you're a DEI hire.
the
Sorry.
HIPAA needs?
Yep. Yep. We're required to have somebody on staff who's not, you know, somebody who can fly economy.
I don't need extra leg room.
Somebody without the required upgrade to business class.
By the way, how about that side spin baseline overhead?
Off
by
the return of
Giannis?
serve, yeah. Well, he learned from the first one that he missed.
That's an opportunity. I think that's, you know, a good roller where Panic got everything he wanted and then couldn't decide if he was going to try to play an offensive volley or let it go.
Yeah. And I will say, and again, I'm not picking on Brian, but we talked about swinging volleys, et cetera, before.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the problems with when you hit your volleys more aggressively and harder, right?
Yeah.
It's harder to go backwards than it is to go forwards.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I also think it makes it real tough to you know, let one fly.
Yeah.
Because your mindset is like, oh, I'm going to attack this volley, and then when somebody does, you know, put a little high, you're already in motion.
Yeah.
Having to go like, oh, you know, it's not, when you're neutral, it's much easier to let a ball go deep. Because you were like, I didn't want to hit this anyway.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
What am I doing?
Yeah, this is, yeah. When I volley, it's easy to let balls go because it either hits me in the paddle or I wasn't going to touch it anyway. So if I occasionally get to call it out, that's a bonus.
It's like those times when you ask in your life, like, why am I here right now?
Yeah.
Why is this happening?
What exactly are the decisions I've made that have led me to this moment?
Oh, I love that little drive by Steven.
Yep.
And again, it just pulls Brian up a little closer.
That's right.
So they've decided to stick
nice
with the
dig.
pick and stick on this deuce side still, clearly.
I don't think it's the wrong decision. It's probably going to start to come down to what are the situations they're creating where they feel like it's a benefit.
Right.
Steven has really shown great discipline.
Yeah.
He earlier in a quarters match, he had a 3-game stint where he was hitting some medium-paced drives and kind of he didn't find his rhythm, and it was either turning into like drop shot winners against them, or he made a few errors.
Yeah.
And he really has just like found a groove of this is what I'm hitting and this is what I'm not.
He's played really well, at least in the points in the match that I've seen.
Improved with each match.
Yeah, I agree. But I also think, again, it's because so much of the play has been directed at him, right? So now his feel for the ball, I mean, it must look like a beach ball for him right now.
Well, yeah, and to Mike's point that, you know, if you start to isolate that player and they know they're hitting everything, there's an element where it feels easier.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to be the one to hit the ball.
Yep,
you know?
every time.
And that's why peppering some more shots in to Jonas.
Like, see, like, that's a great ball, right? And it just makes him have to move, and you know it's going to be a lob instead of just firing it back at that deuce side every time.
That's right.
Yep, so here we go. And this is what we expected from Danny and Brian, right?
Great
Going into
waterfall,
this
that's going to be a
match.
problem. Yep.
But, again, that was their plan the whole time.
And now,
30-40?
Now Steven's going to probably have to slightly increase the number of drives he's hitting, because they kind of keyed in
Zeroed
on him
in there, yep.
Yeah.
Little wide. Let's call it sudden deuce.
I like that. Sudden deuce. I'm a big fan of these no ad, personally.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially if you have a match where you can start to lock into this style of point where it's like, we're not going to play that much offense. We're going to isolate one player 88% of the time.
Interesting, a switch here in the backcourt.
Yep. I agree. I think this is smart as well. This is a good change-up from a perspective of, you know, they have played, you know, 15 points at the net where they isolate the deuce side. Like, let's change everything.
Make them have to play a different way.
Yep. Change your angle. Change your shot selection.
And I love that, and you guys have heard me say this before, changing the dynamic on your terms, right? Being proactive instead of reactive.
Feeling forced into it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Totally agree. I don't find this to be that different either. You know, like I there are plenty of paddle matches in which the ad player is just so stable that eventually somebody gets bored and swings it to the deuce player who crushes a forehand drive.
Right,
like
right.
It's not, you know, it's not impossible.
Well, they're switching back.
Yeah. And Jonas tried to bait him into it. Did you see that?
Yep.
They called the switch. He knew the switch was coming.
And he was like, maybe if I stay here, I'll still drive.
And look at him. Jeez. Oh, and
picked it. Yeah. Tweener again. Yeah, he's there.
Golly. Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me? Whose
That
husband is that?
I mean, if he keeps hitting those shots, he's looking better and better.
What month is he in the calendar?
I don't know, July, August, September at this point. I think it's a 3-month spread, I think.
And here we go. Back to the same old, same old.
Yep. And he's
No
there.
way.
Oh, and he hits the perfect volley to come up with that.
The only place they didn't have covered.
Yep.
was that.
Exactly.
Yep. I love that he
Wow.
just waited so long to pull this out,
Yeah.
right? He got the short ball, and he was like, I'm changing everything about this point right now.
So
And it
1-1,
paid
pair
off.
of breadsticks, and a well-timed bathroom break by Steven. I don't know if that's what he's doing, but... Oh, great replay, Cal. Perfect timing.
It's funny because everybody has changed clothes at this point to where it looks like different players.
Okay, well, should we all go to the bathroom then?
I mean, I'm considering it.
Yeah, I actually was too. Paper, rock, scissors for it.
And in Steven's defense, like, he would have gone earlier, but that last 2-game swing took like 25 minutes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that is true.
I didn't have to go when we left.
And I like how Brian was going to lean on the net to try to break it, to counteract this move. You know, like he's like, all right, fine. Gamesmanship, I'll one-up that. I'm just going to break the net.
That last point was unbelievable.
It was.
And the switch and the switch back, I mean, come on. That's
I mean,
amazing.
that was a 2-3 minute long point, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
It's almost as long as Sean's stories.
No.
Sorry, that was, yeah, I was still off by 15 minutes.
Right.
Okay, one apiece, second set. Oh,
And
clever. He stalled him out. It
I was
totally
just going to
paid
say,
off.
that's called icing the kicker.
Classic junior tennis move right there. Great volley.
I think Steven went to go get like
He
one
did.
of these power bars.
He did. He was like, I'm dying.
He got one
He's
of the
having
extra
a
protein ones.
low blood sugar moment.
The
yeah.
protein sugar bars.
Yeah, he is.
He's actually still chewing if you're looking at the
My
camera.
favorite protein bar is Twix.
Snickers. I liked your call on that one. Good volley.
Caught it. Uh-oh. Almost another replay.
And there's the Richie Mayer again. That backhand off
Easy
the
little
screen.
backhand placement flick. Good hands. Nice recovery. Oh.
Doink.
Yep.
So 1-all. 30-15. Second set of the finals. Illinois State paddle.
No, just deep.
Just a hair long. 40-15. And then I'm calling it bathroom break.
Yeah, let's go together. Smart.
Oh.
Yeah, great play. How often do you coach players to take returns down the line?
Mike was talking about this earlier.
I mean,
Do you have a ratio?
it's going to be different for every match, but I kind of like once a game.
Yeah. I used to tell players that if they're not taking like 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5 down the line in some capacity, that they're not really making their opponents prove that they can cover the court.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and you
Because-
also become too predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same kind of thing where, like, in the first couple games, you might have a return that is a really difficult first volley, but then by the end of the first set, it's like that person's making everything because now they've seen it.
That's
Now
right.
Now they've acclimated, and you got to keep the net player at home as well.
All right, so here we are. Sudden deuce, as you said, and they chose Brian. So question for the booth. If they choose you, are you upset or motivated?
I'm usually upset.
It's the other way. The returners choose.
No, server's choice.
Oh, and you're stupid tournament?
No, that's the way the APTA plays it, too.
No, it's not.
The servers get to pick who they serve to.
That's not.
Have they always done it that way?
Yep.
We might have to go back and watch some game tape. We might have had a few matches where
I've sent a few player emails.
people were
you know.
underneath, or people were under the impression. Nice.
Anyway, I'm still same question. Mike, are you upset if you get chosen, or are you motivated?
Oh, motivated.
Yeah.
I'm usually upset.
Oh, I'm the weak link.
I mean, not upset that, like, not for that reason, but just because it's like, I'm gonna lose this game for us now.
Switch in the backcourt here.
Oh no, they noticed.
Was that on the line?
Yep.
I think Xenon sales are going to go up after this match.
Really? Oh, I just noticed.
I just did too. That's why. But yeah, I and as you heard me say earlier, I like the ball. So, you know, if you're going to choose me on a deuce no ad point,
You want it?
bring it.
Winners want the ball, Jay.
Yep. Good volley, good close. And again, your point, Steven's playing so smart and disciplined. That is such a heavy roller.
That is tough.
That's great.
Such a heavy roller.
Right at the body and deep enough where you can't jump out of the way.
So the reason that's so effective is because so many of their overheads didn't have pace.
Yes.
So they, A, didn't miss, and
Yep.
B, the pace change is hard to play against.
Yeah. Yeah. And you get that short ball, and if they had just been hitting placement and touch shots the entire time, all of a sudden the one with, especially with that particular placement where it was going to be difficult to get out of the way no matter what.
Absolutely. That's a very hard thing to coach when you're coaching paddle all day. Everybody wants to hit their overheads one pace.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to get. Steven's getting the home crowd riled up.
Yep. He's getting them all fired up, despite their inability to hear them outside on the court.
Right. But I think that's the kind of thing you sense.
All right. Oh. And it clips a little. Considering, yeah. Making a little move here at the net, little shifting, little targeted formation change. I really like that decision as well of, Panic to say like, I'm going to stay back on this one. You move where you want.
That's right.
Kind of thing. Oh, that's the shot that Danny likes.
That was a little dangerous there.
Danny.
All right, 15:30. Brian to serve. Oh my gosh. That's like the second or third one of those he's hit, Mike.
It was just beautiful.
But it goes right into that nick, and there's no response for that.
No.
I mean, both guys were there to play it, but it just hits and it goes any which direction.
Just watching him hit that drive, his backswing is almost zero. It's all forward.
We know how talented he is, but, he just strikes the ball so cleanly, too.
Yeah.
Do they teach tennis different in Belgium? Like, if that's the case, we need more of that. Great lob. Love how he bends his knees and high follow through on that, Mike.
Yeah, very high. Again, not much backswing, but he does all of it with his follow through.
Well, oh boy, there's that backhand.
Yeah.
There's that backhand. Turning the heaters back on. But you want that lob, for everybody out there, you want that lob when you hit it to have a little bit of topspin. You're not trying to generate topspin, but just that little bit of front-facing angle right on your lob.
Absolutely. And that comes from the follow-through.
Yes.
His follow-through is excellent on his lobs.
So following that break, we're 3-1 in the second set. Steven and Jonas have won the first set 6-4. And we're in the final here of the Illinois State Men's Paddle Championship at Inverness Golf Club. Special thanks to them. Putting on an absolute fantastic day. And also special thanks to Hawthorne Woods for our second site. Special thanks to them as well. Generous.
Played it.
Generous. just a hair long. And I think you're going to start to see it a little bit. Maybe Brian and Danny press just a hair, right? Feeling this pressure, scoreboard pressure.
Yeah, feeling like they need to accelerate a little bit in order to have an opportunity.
Oh, wow.
Panic. Reading that early and then saying, no, that's okay. I'll wait.
And I don't know how he hit it so softly. You know, I mean, it's almost like he swung at it and cupped the ball on his paddle.
Yeah.
It looked more like a lacrosse shot than a paddle shot.
And he had just a slight nonchalant look on his face.
A little smirk.
Yeah.
You play that spin right and you kind of let the ball come all the way across the net, and then you have weird options with angles where you can hit a drop shot from, almost the other side. Also, probably not the shot that Jonas was looking for. Of all the options, not looking for the...
He was going backwards. He was thinking the overhead was coming in his corner.
Yeah.
And a switch here again by Brian and Danny.
Flirting with the baseline a little bit.
They've had 3 or 4 balls now come really close.
Good pick.
And another ball on the line.
Good. There's the two-hander making its debut.
Oh, just a hair long.
Haven't seen a bunch of those this match yet.
Nobody. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He did the same thing in the last match, where as it got to these pressure moments, he started putting that second hand on.
Yes.
And turning over the top, hitting some topspin.
That's right.
And it was a huge impacting shot in that match, too. I mean, classic Queen playing in here. We've got a good atmosphere going. I was going to ask before, and I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it till later, till we get closer down.
Hold it.
Yeah, I don't want the Joe Buck curse.
And I'm going to hold it.
I want everyone to really worry about or think about what it is that I'm going to say.
I still don't know what an LB is. So it's keeping us in constant suspense.
Did I forget to tell you? Doink. Oh, he got it. One of the things that Jonas does so well is watch him keep his left hand on the paddle so long so that he can change his grip to whichever type of spin he wants to hit. So at the last second, he'll go roller, and he flattens it out, changes his grip even on that.
Yeah. And his left hand also, once it lets go, is really on the other side of his body.
Oh.
He saw it. He made his move.
He was fully committed to that drive.
Yep. Tough to catch that one far enough in front of your body to still knock it down when you're on the stretch like that.
30 deuce. What'd you call it, Mike?
Little deuce.
Little deuce.
Little deuce.
Little deuce.
I used to harp on players for that left hand thing all the time.
Oh,
I would be like, your left hand has to spend 97% of the time on the paddle that your right hand. Like that's, people would just not.
That's right.
Reset.
I mean, I was always very technical on that too, Matt. And I mean, who was the best player to ever play with never touching the paddle with the right hand?
I don't know.
I'd have to say
There's
Sully.
a bunch.
Remember playing against Mike Sullivan? I mean,
this is a good point.
But I mean, the reality is that's a differentiator, right?
Yeah.
As the levels go up, but you want to use that left hand. God gave us both of them.
Yeah, I would have people argue with me and be like, but I don't need to. And I'm like, okay, well, I've never seen a great player who doesn't. So if you want to be an anomaly, do it a different way.
You can be first.
Yeah, that's not. You don't want to be the first in that. That's not. You want to let other people pioneer that stuff. Hair transplants and LASIK surgery. You do not want to go first on any of these.
Should we keep the list going? I'm sure there's more.
Any transplant, really.
Yeah.
I'm sure major organs are
any
up there.
Surgical maneuver?
Yeah, I don't think you want to have a syndrome named after you either. Why does he look like that? Oh, he's got McClure syndrome.
Tell me more. I want that. Can I sign up for it? Doink. Good dig. Doink.
Oh, a couple of good rollers there.
Deuce, where are they going to go? They've had some good long conversations about this the last couple deuce no ad points.
Let's play a sudden deuce. And it paid off.
And I think it's worked every time.
Yeah, and I could tell that whole game, Brian was looking for that backhand.
He really wanted to hit that shot.
backhand.
Great replay.
Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it, Cal.
You're really gifted, you know that?
It's the Cal syndrome.
That's right.
So 4-1. Go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say, I think his nickname should be Cal Tech, since he's
that's a good one.
Not the guy.
He's still the new guy.
He's, hey, intern.
Did it at least get a smile? A little smirk? Just a little one. Okay, good.
That's a good shift on the volley.
Good drive. Good drive.
Surprise.
Thanks, Cal. Where'd you get that one? So here we go. 4-1, love 15. There's that backhand again. And again.
This is also one of those, you know, there's a little frustration here at 1-4, partially because it's not a match where you've done anything wrong. You've just made a few more errors and missed a few more opportunities than the other team.
Absolutely.
So there is that piece that's just, jeez, what a flex.
What a pickup.
Wow.
Well, and also, too, I'm going to go back to earlier. I made the comment that they're trying so hard to keep it away from Jonas. And Steven has not only risen to the challenge, he's gotten hot, and he's playing fantastic, right?
Absolutely. And now they're starting to switch the ratio a little bit. They're going a little bit more to Giannis's backhand side.
But as Matt said, or was it Sean that said it earlier, they're sticking with it. They're going to dance with the girl they came with, right?
That's right.
And again, not saying that they're wrong. That's a good ball.
Nice dig.
Jeez. That thing was inches away from that back screen.
I mean, shouldn't everybody be dancing with the girl they came with?
Well,
what are these situations where people had all these girls with other dancers? That's what I want to know. It seems
sketchy at best.
Yeah, it seems outside the world of chivalry that I know to be true.
Good lob. But again, a good lob by Jonas set it up, and then Steven came right back to that same cross-court target and caught him in their shift a little bit.
Yeah.
And look at where Danny is back hitting these overheads, or Brian, almost every time. Like, they've got 1 foot behind the service line on almost every overhead.
Because they're lobbing so well and deep. You got to like to play.
I was just going to say, I don't have a problem
a little
with
extra time and kind of being like, you know what? What if I just kind of slap this to the middle? Like, I get it.
I don't have a problem with it. So 15-40, still double break point.
many times both his feet are behind the service line, hitting those overheads.
Well, and we even said it, and I'll be the one. We thought Brian and Danny were going to play this role, right? You know, just that sit back and counter punch and wait for it.
Right.
But Steven and Jonas have really done a great job of settling this match.
Yep. You can't do anything with your overhead if you're so deep in the court all the time. Just takes away so much
Doink.
opportunity.
Doink.
2 in a row.
Double doink.
He went for the triple.
I was just going to say the rare triple.
I mean, you had to. You basically had to.
Yeah, we would have all been upset if he hadn't.
This is absolutely mesmerizing paddle right here.
Love that little drive. Love it.
Just that little cross-court flick.
Oh,
short
boy.
ball chance. Great dig by Panic as well. Yep, and that's what you got to do. He's
Drive
there.
back.
Yep. Just don't even bother coming forward.
Well, and what I love is none of these players, not any of the four, are going that full commitment in, right? Because they have a pretty good feeling that the counter drive is coming back. So there's the break. 5-1 serving now.
Well, it's not a break until you hold.
Someone said that once. I don't know who said it.
That's so deep, man.
Thanks.
That is so deep.
You can only come up with that stuff if you have McClure syndrome.
So now it's a positive thing.
Yeah.
It sounded so negative
it's
before.
definitely a version of mental deficiency. I don't think there's
Wow,
any.
that was a rocket.
Yeah.
I think a replay's coming, guys.
Heavy backhand
Which one?
rip here. This little screen drive here. Bang!
Oh, yeah. There was a little bit of frustration, I think, in those last two backhand cuts by Brian there.
Yeah. And both good spots, right?
Yeah,
one really hard and one a little off speed that, kind of forced. Good hands.
No way.
Good hands.
Wow, did he fight that one off.
Yep.
Great point to kind of stop the bleeding there, right?
Yeah.
Again, great hands. And then the backhand flick drive. That's going to be, yep.
I like how he restrained. He wanted to pound it, I think.
Yeah, but
and
instead he just kind of floated it and said, like, all right,
But
I'm not going to
smart
miss
play.
it long. I'm just going to knock it down.
Know the play, know the score, right?
Yep.
Oh, no way. He
read it wrong.
He was
and
completely
still got
planted.
there. Yep.
Yeah.
Stig.
And I always feel like, too, this is one of those situations then if you're Danny and Brian, you start to lose a little bit of confidence in your overheads, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's an example of that, right? You worry about your spots a little bit more.
That's exactly right.
You don't maybe take as an aggressive of a cut on a ball.
Yeah.
So 30 deuce or baby deuce. Great volley.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, that's twice he's fought that ball off.
Mm-hmm. And found an open court. Yes, nice touch. No.
And there it is.
There it is.
There it
Great
is.
match.
Big congratulations to Steven and
The
Jonas.
boys from Inverness.
Yeah. And a great match by Brian and Danny. I'm going to do it now. Can I do it now?
Yeah, do it.
What I was going to ask
Yeah,
is how many host pros have won the state tournament? I can only think of one other.
Who?
Mike Raleigh won it at Exmoor one year.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
But I was going to throw that one out there earlier. I don't know if anybody else has anything.
It has to be a little bit of an anomaly.
Yeah.
It's tough to win.
It's tough to win and
a
host.
tournament that you're hosting.
But big special thanks to Jonas, Steven, and the Inverness staff here at Inverness Golf Club for putting on a great day and a great show. Also, thanks to Hawthorne Woods And I love that replay, Cal. Well
Thanks
done.
to Cal, doing a great job in the booth. We appreciate everybody putting this together. So we have one more. They're coming to the hut.
There it is.
One more live stream that we are bringing to you from Mixed Nationals, hosted in Chicago this year.
That cheer was for Mixed Nationals. Yeah. But thank you guys. Great day. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Jason.
It was a pleasure. We'll see you guys in a few weeks, and enjoy your, warm weather paddle.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
Not your bank's top priority? Here at Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking. No hidden fees or runarounds, but a true banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, planning for the future, or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust, different approach,